Welcome to Only411 Destinations, the world's premier online portal for explorers and travelers that want the most out of life. What good is living a life you've been given if all you do is stand in one place? Get out and explore. Only411 is here to help. Better get to living and explore the world both near and afar. Only411 provides you with the information to make your next trip a memorable adventure. Stay informed with Only411. Click to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video with others that need the 411. Kentucky is famous for horse lovers, but visitors can also enjoy more, such as historical caves, nature, and some of the finest bourbon in the world. You can visit many excellent museums, which will grow your interest in historical artifacts as you start to explore them here in Kentucky. Before wasting any more time, let's dive straight into our list of top 11 places to visit inside Kentucky. Number 11. Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. The Cumberland Falls State Resort Park is the Niagara of the South. The 125-foot wide falls drops 68 feet into the Cumberland River, and under a full moon shows the only moonbrow in the Western Hemisphere. The park has 17 miles of short to medium length walking trails winding through the forest and many more things here. Camping, bird watching for bird lovers, guided horseback rides, rafting trips, and fume gem mining for families. There is also a full-service restaurant and a gift shop with a wide variety of handmade souvenirs. Number 10. Louisville Mega Cavern. Louisville Mega Cavern is an exclusive attraction that lies beneath the city of Louisville, expanding up to 100 acres starting as a limestone quarry in the 1930s and was actively mined until the 1970s. After remaining empty for many years, this place eventually turned into a secure underground storage facility and one of Kentucky's most popular family attractions. Tram Tour gives you a closer look at the inner workings of the cavern and provides fascinating commentary on the cavern's history and engineering. More daring visitors can join a guided electric bike tour. The more daring visitors can choose from a 2-hour zipline tour or an aerial rope course. Number 9. The Kentucky Derby Museum. Kentucky Derby Museum houses various exhibits spread over 2 floors, where you can explore the history of the Kentucky Derby and Churchill Downs since the first race in 1875. The museum also features exhibits about thoroughbred horses and each stage of their lives and training. Make sure you catch The Greatest Race feature film, shown in high definition on an impressive 360-degree screen. Among the museum's artifacts are the belongings of famous trainers Bill Schumacher and D. Wayne Lucas, and other significant historical items. The museum also conducts tours of Churchill Downs, which allows visitors a behind-the-scenes look at the venue for an additional fee. You can also find a restaurant, Derby Cafe, a great spot to grab a snack and explore Churchill Downs. Number 8. Muhammad Ali Center. The Muhammad Ali Center was created to further his legendary humanitarian's ideal and life work. Your visit will start with an introduction to Ali via the Orientation Film Show in a 5-screen format. The museum delivers an overview of his life. Exhibits focus on several aspects of Ali's approaching to living his life and helping make the world a better place, including interactive artifacts, displays, historical films, and multimedia presentations. Topics include his role as a symbol of strength through the civil rights era, the importance of his spiritual life, and charitable acts. One of the fascinating exhibits is the Children's Hope and Dream Wall, a mosaic artwork from children worldwide. Other exhibits include a replica of the boxing great's practice room. The museum also houses 3 galleries, which feature changing exhibitions and installations. Number 7. Kentucky Horse Park. After a short drive north of Lexington, you can find Kentucky Horse Park, which allows visitors to examine an operational horse farm where they can learn and visit the horses. The park offers several attractions and activities, including the opportunity to take a horse ride or even a pony ride if you want to. The farm's residents occupy a variety of themed barns, including a kids' barn for meeting smaller animals, the breeds barn, the mounted police barn, where a selection of rare breeds resides, the Big Barn, and the Hall of Champions. The Hall of Champions is home to retired champion racehorses, and the Big Barn houses the park's remarkable draft horses. The park is also home to 4 distinct museums, including the Smithsonian-affiliated International Museum of the Horse, which explores the history of the horse's role. Other museums are the Al-Mara Arabian Horse Galleries, the American Saddlebred Museum, and the Wheeler Museum, dedicated to competition horses. If you have made it this far in the video, make sure to stick around to the end, and if you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button. Thank you. Number 6. Mammoth Cave National Park. The Mammoth Cave is located in the Land of 10,000 Sinks, or the Caveland Corridor, an area in southwestern Kentucky almost 80 miles south of Louisville. Karstic features of all kinds strongly mark this region. With more than 400 miles of channels surveyed so far, the Mammoth Cave is considered one of the world's largest cave systems. This is a famous attraction for families, and various other tours are also available. Top interests in the park include the Mammoth Dome, which is almost 200 feet high, and the ruins of Karnak, named for its massive limestone columns, which give the impression of a ruined temple. Other highlights are the Snowball Dining Room, its extraordinary rock formations, the imposing frozen Niagara, its magnificent stalactites and stalagmites, and the beautiful Crystal Lake. All caves are ticketed, and hikers should prepare for cooler subterranean temperatures. In Mammoth Cave National Park, different things including hiking, swimming, canoeing, kayaking, bicycling, hiking, horseback riding, and various ranger-led activities for kids. Number 5. Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park. The Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park is located on the former site of Sinking Springs Farm, established by Thomas Lincoln, the 16th president's father. The construction was completed in 1911 of the Memorial Building, where you can see the symbolic birth cabin, a replica of the one-room home where Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809. The neoclassical Memorial Building is constructed with Tennessee marble and pink granite from Connecticut and was designed by architect John Russell Pope. Its 56 steps represent Lincoln's age at death, and other features represent his presidency. Also on the property is Sinking Spring, a natural water source named for how the water disappears back into the earth below. Number 4. Cumberland Gap National Historical Park. Southeastern Kentucky spreads into the Cumberland Mountains, and the most critical passage through the hills is the Cumberland Gap. This 760-foot deep cut through the range was used as a traffic route by Native Americans, and it was discovered by pioneers moving west in the mid-18th century. Daniel Boone drove his wilderness path into Kentucky in 1775. More than 200,000 white settlers traveled through the Cumberland Mountains to the west. There are magnificent views of the hills and the gap at an altitude of 2,460 feet. You can also visit the Hensley Settlement, a well-preserved old country township, which departs by shuttle from the visitor center. The park also offers guided hiking tours of Gap Cave. A popular hike is to Pinnacle Overview. Number 3. Daniel Boone National Forest. The Daniel Boone National Forest occupies a stretch of land that runs through 21 counties in eastern Kentucky, covering more than 708,000 acres of land. The park's most unique feature is its varied terrain, which contains more than 3,400 miles of gorges, sandstone cliffs, ravines cut by rivers and streams, and natural bridges, which is about 60 feet high, 75 feet wide. Created by the erosive forces of wind and water, it is just one of many bizarre rock formations found in the park. The Sheltowee Trace Trail is the largest among the park's many trails, extending for 273 miles through Daniel Boone National Forest. The Barren Folk Accessible Heritage Trail is the closest to Whitney City. It has a 3/4-mile paved trail, which narrates the past of Barren Folk mining and coal, and the hundreds of people who occupied the lonely mining town. Number 2. Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. The museum is possibly the most accessible tourist attraction in town to find, and one of the fantastic locations to visit. You just have to look for the 120-foot-tall replica of Babe Ruth's Louisville Slugger, which sits at the entrance. Inside, guests can tour the factory where the Louisville Slugger is made, watching that a simple piece of wood is turned into a tool that skilled baseball players have been breaking records with since 1884. Attached to the factory is a museum filled with many historical items and exhibits that look at the history of the Louisville Slugger and the careers of some of the most legendary players who wielded them. The museum's most valuable items are the bat that was used to hit Hank Aaron's 700th home run, the bat used by Babe Ruth for 21 of his 1927 home, and Joe DiMaggio's bat from his 56-game hitting streak, complete with the notches that the Bambino carved around the logo for each one of those runs. The museum also has a pitching simulator, batting cages, and a 17-ton limestone baseball glove, often climbing by kids and adults. At the end of your visit, you will receive your own mini bat as a souvenir. Number 1. Kentucky Derby. If you're visiting Kentucky, you cannot miss Kentucky Derby, one of Kentucky's most famous events and horse racing's most prestigious races is the Kentucky Derby, held at Churchill Downs outside of Louisville. The Kentucky Derby takes place on the first Sunday in May and draws a massive crowd to the city. The race is more than just about seeing which horse can get first past the post to win. It's also about style and fun. Several traditions exist around race day. Public get dressed up for the event. Don't forget your fascinator. Grab a mint julep made from the finest Kentucky bourbon if you were so inclined. And generally, have a great time in the warm spring Kentucky air as you sing My Old Kentucky Home, along with the crowds that gather for this Triple Crown event. If you'd like to attend, plan well in advance. Well over 150,000 people descend on the city, and hotels book up as the race always sells out. Are you going to visit any of these places, or have you already made them a destination? Let us know in the comments section below, and hey, if you liked our list of top 10-11 destinations, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to Only411 Destinations, and ring the bell icon so you can get notified. Until next time, we hope you reach all your destinations safely.